Hello and welcome to another episode of the channel. Episode 4 of the 1 tonner. Now today, it should be a bit of a special day, well for me, because today's the day we're going to get it running, or at least firing. So I haven't heard this motor run in about 6 years. I did have it in my wagon. I think I drove it for like 1,000 Ks, probably maybe 2,000. It was a great little motor looking back at it, but at the time, you know, I was young and dumb and, you know, it wasn't fast enough, so I ripped it out and built a motor. And now I'm going back to it. So, yeah, I'm a little bit excited to hear this thing run. It was a great runner. Would have been great just in a car. You know, you want to drive every day. Just start it up, hit the key, bang, go. It was great. No sitting there, no whining over for ages. So, yeah. First things first, I'm going to clean up a little bit of the wiring. I had some time to walk away and come back to it. Decided to clean it up now rather than later. Do a few more of the bolt-ons, the alternator wiring, and I got to do the wiring to the starter, which is now done, but I didn't bother filming it. I thought we'd jump right to the keyage part, and all right, we'll just go straight to the good stuff, because that's what everyone wants to see. You don't want to see me wiring any more than I have been. So, all right, let's go. All right, now we'll start in here with the gauges. I swear they made this on purpose like this so that you could run gauges through there. Just cut it back there to run the feeds. Up through here, that's where the clutch cable used to go through. Probably whack a zip tie on there at a later date. But that's him. Just auto meter, auto gauges if they'll focus. Now, in here, and we have an alternator with an alternator bracket. Also tidied up this wiring. This was the wiring that I showed. Needs a bit of length taken off down there, but it'll do for now. That's the, I showed the route on how to wire that up down there in the previous episode. Oil pressure, water temp, just feeding up there through the back, right there. Don't worry about that line. That wire hanging around there, that's for the heaters. Just put that up and out the way. So that's it. So I'll rip that plastic off the carb and hook the battery up and see if it will kick over. See if we hear any weird noises. No, not yet. I've got something. Now we got nothing. oil pressure. So, to sum things up quickly, we are not getting oil, which I'm not too surprised. I think I am going to end up pulling the oil pump off and packing those gears, but we have fuel, which I think it's 91, not 110% sure, but picked up fuel quick. I wish it picked up oil pressure that quick, but like I said, it has been sitting for 6 years and it's just the nature of the beast. So last weekend we ran out of time. Car wasn't picking up oil pressure, which isn't out of the ordinary for these things, for sitting so long. Come back to it. I'm going to do an oil change. I'm going to rip off the oil pump and I'll show you how I pack them. Some people don't like packing them, but it works for me. You know, I'll show you how I do it. It's not excessive in any way, so we'll just jump straight to it. All right, now here's the oil pump, and I'm going to show you how I split it and pack it. So we've got 2 bolts either side here, 7/16. Them out the way. And we're apart. Now, it's always good to clean and inspect. Make sure there's nothing going on that shouldn't be. Probably pull the gasket off because I don't need 2 on there. Alright, so this is the part that you're going to be packing. Now we're not going to be filling it totally full with Vaseline. I'm just going to be putting enough in there, just over the gears. You can pull them out, you don't have to. I'm going to pull them out. That one goes there, that one goes there. Clean it out a bit more. We're just putting enough Vaseline in there to create a vacuum, so it gives it some incentive to pick up oil, because it sure wasn't picking up oil before. There's one. Two. Get your Vaso. Oh, you can tell I haven't done this for a while. And you just want to put it in between the gears. I'm just going to push it all out and just put it back down. Wash my hands and get the gasket. See, that's what it's going to do. As soon as that turns over, that's what he's going to do. Gasket on. Funny thing is, this isn't the first time I've had to do this with this oil pump. When I bought it, the motor had been sitting for a while. We had to do it the first time. Don't need you anymore. And that's it done. So I'll go put this on the car, put the oil filter on, put the new oil in, and then it'll be take 2 for it. When you put this up into the motor, there's a keyway there. You might have to spin it around so it slots into that keyway, but that's about it. Obviously, push it in there, turn it to where it slots in, and then turn it to where around like that, so that you can get your bolts to line up. That's pretty much it. Alright, so oil pump's packed and put on, oil filter's on and dated, just for topping up the oil now, and then we'll be good to try again, see what happens. Alright, take 2 of picking up oil pressure. Yep, here we go. Starting to move now. Probably going to kill the battery before I actually get a decent amount. What's that, 5, 10? That's 10 pounds there. Almost at 15. There it is. Let's see if we can get a bit more out of it. I don't reckon we're going to get any more out of it than that without killing the battery, but it's got 15 pounds already, so it's nothing to cry about. It's better than a poke in the eye. Alright.
What's going on, brother?
Coil's hooked up. We've got fuel. Hopefully got spark. You know, we've got oil pressure, so let's see if we'll fire up. Hopefully it's not in gear.
Come on, bring the thunder.
We've got fuel. Probably too much now. There it is. That's red hot.
That's what you want.
Beautiful. Battery clamps were red hot.
I think the battery's flat.
I think you're right. Timing's out. That's because we've got that gremlin. So before I pulled this car down, unless I held the key on the start position, it wouldn't continue firing. So what I'm going to have to do is run a hot wire from the positive to the battery, and that'll keep it running.
That sounds very interesting. Oh, try again next time, I suppose. He goes to the dentist and they say, "What happened to your teeth?" And it's from, "Oh, I was stripping wiring."
Well, that's what I tell the dentist. Are you filming?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you. This is invasion of my privacy.
Well, you shouldn't have let me be cameraman then.
You can delete the sound, okay? No, because that takes the fun away. Alright.
You just have to bleep it out a little bit. It's more of a horror.
Yeah. Beautiful. Alrighty, I reckon this is where we're going to call it for this episode. Pretty happy it started. First off, the having to run the coil wire. I always had a problem with that car. I did think it was the shaft inside the steering column, but I moved that all the way back, moved it all the way forward, made no difference. But as long as I've got 12 volts going from the coil, it doesn't matter what it's to. It could be nothing. I just hook it on the battery so that it's out of the way and not a live wire. But as long as it's got that there, it'll start. So that's something that I'm going to have to look into in the future. Obviously, it doesn't really matter for now because it's got a few more issues than that I have to address before dealing with that. Timing was a bit off, as you've seen that I tweaked it a little bit and wanted to fire instantly, so I have to put a timing light on it. But relatively happy. Picked up oil pressure straight away, 15 pound before I even cranked it with the coil. 50 pound when it was running, so I think it was actually 55, so that's even better. So yeah, I reckon that's where we'll call it for today. Next episode, I've got some other bits to put in. I'll hook up the shifter. I've got a video dedicated to the shifter. Don't know if I'll put that up, but I might before I put the next video up. It's just the new Aeroflow one that they've got out. Real nice looking bit of kit. Got a Gilmore drive. Got to set up some vacuum hot line to the trans. Got to change the plugs too, because one of the ceramics was broken on one of them, so I quickly swapped that out before I started it off my other car. But apart from that, it's happy days. So thanks to everyone who subscribes, and give it a like, give it a comment, share it, tell me your thoughts. Cheers, take it easy.